Okay, welcome to morning Qigong. Let's settle into a comfortable seat. And let's do this by coming onto our seat, feeling for our sit bones, and then gently swaying the spine forward to back. Noticing that place where your head and your heart can rest over your pelvis. And then let's feel into the breath, inviting in smooth, deep, even, and fluid breaths. Relaxing the body on the exhales. And even here, we can begin the practice of coiling silk by following a smooth breath into the body and out again. And part of the smooth nature of the breath is to not tense at the top of the inhale or the bottom of the exhale. Fill yourself like you're filling a glass of water you're going to hand to a friend. You don't need to be overly full. And then exhale, follow the breath all the way out to the point before you strain in the exhale. And then smooth, deep, even, and fluid inhale. Fluid breath. Notice where the breath is going in your torso and invite it to fill the whole cylinder of your torso from bottom to top. Feel for the movement of the diaphragm. If we tend to breathe with our neck and chest accessory muscles, this becomes a practice to bring the breath deeper into the body. This will help us relax the nervous system, restore three-dimensional ability to strengthen around the spine. Remember, it will ripple through the fascial tissue of your abdomen, gently rocking your kidneys, your intestines, your adrenal glands, massaging the stomach, the liver, the spleen. On the inhale, visualize yourself drawing in chi, life force energy. And on the exhale, let yourself relax and sink into the hug of gravity towards Earth, which also offers us energy. So you can visualize yourself as inhaling a beautiful rainy day or sunlight, and exhaling, sinking into the earth so it can support you. In Qigong, we settle into a mindful presence, body, mind, heart, and spirit. And as we find smoothly coiling breath, we will bring that into a smoothly coiling body. And remember, each time we rotate the bones gently with the muscle tissue, when we release the rotation, we're releasing tension from the body. And each time we release the tension from the body, we can sink more deeply into our connection with Earth. Even here as we breathe. Feel the gentle pause at the top of your inhale, where the breath turns the corner into the exhale. And feel the light pause at the bottom of the exhale, where the breath smoothly turns up for the inhale. You can begin to feel the uplifting energy of pranavayu in yoga. The wind of the inhale lifts us. The wind of the exhale is called apanavayu. It's a wind of letting go tension, stress, relaxing into the hug of gravity. Smoothly coiling the breath. Let's gently inhale our hands to our hearts. In bowing our heads, let's each think of our own personal intentions for this practice today. From this energy, I'm breathing in. I bow my head to honor you. Namaste. Okay, let's come to standing. And let's begin with just a gentle fluid swaying back and forth. Invite your body to be like water in the riverbed, and let your feet ground so that the swaying comes above the feet, so that the swaying movement is initiated in part by changing pressure on the feet. Back and forth, the body sways. And let's slow it down and inhale one direction and exhale the other. Slow, smooth, body following breath. And if there's a slight twist to the motion in your shoulders as the energy moves up from your feet, that's fine. Find the fluid motion that happens with ease without too much effort in the hands or the wrists or the shoulders. Fluid breath, fluid body. And then let's inhale and roll one shoulder up, down, and back. Just let the shoulder roll and release. Feel into this one unique shoulder and don't feel like you have to stretch it 100%. Try to find 70% of effort, noticing what happens in this shoulder this morning. And let's relax that shoulder and take it to the other side. Really letting your consciousness come down into the shoulder. We can delve into the paradoxes. Where does the movement begin? Where does the movement end? And then let's roll both shoulders up, back, and down. Notice what tissue moves and stretches with the moving shoulders. Letting this tissue know, good morning. I see you. I feel you. I'm paying attention. And as you roll your shoulders, notice where you're putting weight on your feet. Can it be even between the circumference of your heel and the transverse arch from big toe to pinky toe? Relaxing the shoulders, turn the head to look over your right shoulder and then slowly over your left. Turn the head without strain. So before you come to that point of strain, there's a gentle pause before you turn back. We don't push too hard in the movements when we're coiling silk because we don't want to break that one strand of energy we're working with. We want to keep it smooth throughout the practice, relaxing the shoulders, nodding head side to side, feeling into even weight, sinking into both feet. We're gripping the buttocks, we let go the gripping and we allow the energy to sink. And the next time we come to the left, draw a small circle with your nose up to 12 o'clock in reverse direction, counterclockwise. And you can draw it the size of a quarter, and then let it get a little larger and a little larger until perhaps you're tracing the face of a clock. Whatever size feels right to you to open the neck, feeling for a release, a stretch of the suboccipital muscles that connect the inside base of the skull to your neck and shoulders. When you come to 12 o'clock again, reverse the circles, starting small, not in a rush to grow the circles larger. Feel into what tissue's moving and stretching, what's opening. The toes aren't gripping on the floor, the hands are relaxed. And we come back to stillness, feeling into what's above us and beneath us and all around us. The eyes on the front of the head can be opened softly, but perhaps also open the eyes on the back of your head, looking behind you, feeling into what's beside you. Let your arms float up in front of you, and then allow them to relax, elbows beneath wrists and shoulders, like you're resting your arms on a deflated beach ball. Building awareness, six-pointed awareness. Feel into what's above you, what's behind you, beneath you, all around you. And now imagine there are bungee cords holding your wrists in towards your body. And you're going to gently push your arms away, but they don't move. This is a contending force. You're pushing outward, but your arms won't move. And now pull into the beach ball, but they won't move that direction either. Now try to lower your arms towards the floor, but they won't move. Now try to raise them and feel how awake your arms can become. Your hands don't need to be gripping, but they're waking up as you feel the contending forces in each direction around your arms. Now press down into the feet while lengthening into the crown. Feel those contending forces like you're pushing the ceiling away from the floor in Alice in Wonderland. Take the legs wide, but they don't move. Draw them in towards center, but they don't move. Take the right leg forward, left leg back. Left leg forward, right leg back, but they don't move. Feel into your legs waking up, your hips Fluid breath. Now imagine somebody's pushing on your left side waist, resist. Somebody's pushing on your right side waist, resist. Feel how you can wake the body up. The toes and hands aren't gripping, but we're awake and alive in standing meditation. Now, the work comes in seeing if you can do this with your mind, with your intention, without doing it with your physical body. So you have the intention of moving the arms and the legs in all these directions, and it wakes you up, but you're not physically creating force. You're just ready. You're ready to move in each direction. Full three-dimensional breath. And release your arms and circle one arm forward. Feel into the shoulder circling forward. Notice if your body is more awake now. Good morning, tissue of the shoulder. Circle the other arm forward. So usually we go in threes, six, nines, 18s in the motion. So if you do this work on your own, you can choose. One day you might only have time for three, one day for six. Roll both shoulders. I often lose count when I'm talking. So you may not even be even in class. Fluid breath. Rolling both shoulders, feeling into the motion. Unwinding the tension from beneath the shoulder blade, subscapularis. And now draw the hands up the center channel of the body. Spin the arms out, let the palms come down. And we inhale, the arms rise up the center channel, and we exhale, releasing them down. Fluid breath. And you can breathe at a different pace from my pace. Body finding a rhythm with the breath. Feet sinking open onto the floor. Pelvis heavy on the legs, knees soft so you're well connected with the feet. And now take the arms the other way. Inhaling up, draw the energy down the body. Encircle the arms open. Remember, if you have shoulder pain or shoulder issues, it's fine to keep the arms lower, make the movements smaller. Do what's right in your body. Don't pinch the tissue. Invite it to open. Fluid breath. And now rest your hands on your hips and allow the hips to draw a circle one direction. Fluid breath. In silk coiling, there isn't necessarily a direction you have to go with your breath. You get to choose the rhythm that fits your body. And take your circles the other way. Good morning, hips and low back. Let your consciousness expand through the moving tissue and beyond. Now, becoming still, take your tailbone back, lengthening your legs, and curl your tailbone under, bending the legs. And lengthen tail back, bend tail under, lengthen up, bend, tuck under. Gentle motions again, not feeling like you have to move into your full range of motion. We're just inviting opening. Now we're going to reverse it and take the tail back with the knees bent, tail under as we lengthen. Fluid breath, gentle movements. Still coiling the silk so we're not breaking the movement. There's a gentle pause as we turn the corner. Now, this time, follow the tailbone forward, up, back, and down. The knees can still bend in motion with the hips, drawing a circle with the pelvis. And take the circles the other way. Notice how your body responds to the movement. Notice if your mind's pushing you to try harder. And last one, we'll step the feet together and hands on the knees, circle the ankles and the knees. Fluid breath deep into the body. We've warmed up a lot of the major joints. Take your circles the other way. And we'll come into the coiling silk practice again today with some of the coiling silk movements before we go back to some of our others. Coming back to standing. Take your feet shoulder distance wide and take your left hand back behind you. Your body will shift over to the right. And then as you come back to the left, your hand will sweep like it's sweeping a fly away from the front of your face. And the back of the hand will reach out behind you again. And we'll circle forward. Fluid breath. Feeling into the rotational ability of your shoulder. Those of you with shoulder pain, be careful. Okay, yep, beautiful, Jane. Fluid breath. Circling. Allowing the spine to twist along with the movement of the shoulder. And again, think of this coiling silk as unwinding tension from the tissues of the body. Your feet stay stable, even though the legs and the spine twist slightly to the right. And we come into a meditative coiling. And then let's try the right side. Palm reaches out back and then brushes the fly away from the front of the face. And you can come a little higher with the hand if that feels okay in your shoulder joint. So please honor your shoulder joint. Wow, there's a big, beautiful buck in my yard right now. He's got like 4 tines on his antlers. Oh, so pretty. Fluid breath, flowing with nature. Qigong and Taoism interlinked. I am the deer in the forest, even as I'm coiling silk. Now, see if you can bring, as the right hand reaches back, the right hand crosses in front, and then the other way. Fluid breath. Keeping the feet grounded, letting the knees and hips move smoothly with the moving arm. Feel the interconnectedness of the body in flow. Fluid breath. Relaxing into the motion. Now, notice how you're leaning away from the hand that is reaching behind you. In the next motion, we lean towards the hands. So come into stillness and inhale, float your arms up midway, palms facing earth, drawing in earth energy. Turn the palms up, draw in sky. This is all on the inhale. Your middle fingers point towards your crown, the center of your head, crown chakra. And then allow the hands to come down until they're right in front of the mouth. And then let your jaw open. Exhale through your mouth, and the hands come down to hold an energy ball in front of your belly. And then we inhale, palms towards earth. Palms towards sky, middle fingers towards the crown, hands down to the mouth. We open the mouth and exhale. Feel the ball of energy between our palms, and then we smoothly inhale. This motion closes the movements we just completed. And after 3, we rest for a moment, feeling into what's above us and beneath us and all around us. Relaxing and sinking into the hug of gravity. And as we sink into the hug of gravity, we feel the buoyancy of Earth's energy rising through the soles of our feet, up through our bodies. Like energy could rise into us like we were the spring pond being filled. Okay, now this time we lean towards the hand as it reaches out. Let's put our other hand on our hip. So we lean towards, and then as we come away, we face the hand. We lean towards. So you can imagine that you're leaning towards a friend and placing your hand on their hip, and then you're turning. You're leaning towards them and then turning towards them, leaning back towards them and then turning to face them. And still the hand comes across the face, fluid breath, coiling silk in the other direction. And the movements can be small and subtle. Find the motion that's right for you. Again, the feet stay solid and parallel. Let's try the other one. So we lean towards the hand and come to center. Lean in center. Fluid breath. Find what other rhythm of the breath works in your body. And now, like the other one, we're going to come in and do both sides. So as your right hand crosses, press out with the left and the other way. Coiling silk. And the head kind of stays in line with the torso. It doesn't really look out over your shoulder, but it may spin a little as you move side to side. Allow for a fluidity in your lower body as well as upper body. You are that strand of silk. You're fluid. Okay. And come back to center and inhale earth and sky. Pause, directing that energy into your crown chakra. Allow the hands to come down to the mouth, mouth open for the exhale, tongue released towards the floor of the mouth. Then on the inhale, your tongue touches up behind the teeth on the roof of the mouth for the whole inhale. This brings acupuncture points together, creating a circle of energy. And after 3, we relax, feeling into what's above us and beneath us and all around us. Okay, for the next one, our hands lift up from our hips like we're releasing a platter forward. And then we don't lean way forward. We keep our plumb line. We turn our hands over like we're parting curtains. The hands come back to the hips in gentle fists. And then we reach forward, palms out, and we circle the hands around. And we reach forward, thumbs turn down. We part the curtains, hands come back. Fluid breath. Inhaling and exhaling as you wish, but find a rhythm that works with your movements, smooth as silk. So either leg can be forward, hands just to shoulder height as you offer the tray forward, not losing your center of gravity, heart still over the pelvis. Nice job, everyone. Feel the weight of your hips in your feet. Allow your body to sink into smooth motion. And let's take it the other way. And if you tend to get faster because you're used to going at full speed in life, try slowing it down a little more. And feel the strength you're building in your legs, even with this subtle work. And let's pause again. Inhaling earth and sky, letting this energy move through your crown, down along the front of your face. Let the tongue release, the jaw open for the exhale. And then inhale, drawing the energy into your crown, releasing your hands down to the mouth. Let the mouth open and exhale. As you inhale, the tongue touches the roof of your mouth, the tip of it right behind the teeth. And we pause in stillness, feeling into what's above us and behind us and all around us. And noticing if we feel energy pulsing and moving inside the body. Okay, let's begin the next one with our hands behind us, leaning forward slightly. And allow the backs of your hands to come around towards each other. And then leaning back, let the hands face you as if you're drawing energy from your palms into your heart. Then the hands kind of dive up and down towards your armpits so that they end up palm up behind you. And the backs of the hands come together. And then we lean back, palms facing the heart. And the hands dive through, palms up. And the backs of the hands come together, hands facing the heart. And then the hands dive through and revolve back and come around. And then we lean back. So we dive forward, back of hand towards back of hand, heart, hands towards the heart. We lean back, and then the hands drive through. We come forward again. Fluid breath. Again, trying not to lean too far forward. I'm also telling myself this. Try to keep your plumb line between front and back. If we lean too far forward, we put too much tension on the low back and we risk losing balance. Remember, Qigong is a precursor to many martial arts like Tai Chi. So these are practices that are meant to build strength and balance, fluid breath, fluid motion, gentle movement. Okay, let's try the other leg. Hands back, palms up. Allow the backs of the hands to come around, palms face the heart. Fluid breath. It's so nice to watch all of you moving in your own rhythms. It's cool. So when you lean back, you're really putting most of the weight on the back leg, and then we come forward and it's more evenly placed between front and back. So when you come back, really weight the back leg, but when you come forward, don't come so far forward that it's an even shift forward. It's less of a shift forward than back. So more like 60-40 weight when you're forward and 70-30 when you're back. And then allow yourself to pause again, feet shoulder distance wide. Inhale, palms down, tongue touching the roof of the mouth as you let the energy drain into your center skull, your soft spot. And then allow the mouth to open, release the breath. Hold the ball of energy in front of your abdomen and inhale. And when hands come level with the mouth, exhale. When you're ready, pause. Allow your arms to rise as if holding that deflated beach ball again. Fluid breath. Let your arms rise out like wings. Your wings can be low if you have shoulder issues, or your wrists can come in towards your ears if not. Allow the front foot to still feel the ground, but most of the weight is on the back leg, bent knee, and you are an eagle. Each one Qigong, standing meditation. Fluid, three-dimensional breath, sinking into the support of earth. Let yourself be an eagle standing on the branch, wings lifted. Again, here you could play with your contending forces. Push your arms out, pull them in, push them up, push them down. Try to find the energy. Same with the legs, forward, back, side to side, down and up. Whatever wakes up the energy in the body. And then with that awakened energy, let those intentions come into your your intention, and let yourselves rest and release tension even from the back working leg. And we'll switch sides. Fluid breath. Three-dimensional breath deep into the abdomen. Long, smooth, deep, and even breaths. Relaxing even the working leg. And release. Let's become the crane. Inhale, open your wing. Exhale, bring the hands back in and open the other side. Remember, 70% of effort, fluid breath, fluid motion. You are the crane. Your bones are light. They're filled with air. And yet still you're standing supported on earth in the wetland, aware of what's above you and behind you and all around you. And come back in, hands buoying the heart, and release the hands down. And as the elbows bend, the knees bend, and release. And as the legs straighten, you can lift onto the balls of your feet. Fluid breath. Only do the motions that work best in your body. Again, you are light, palate over heart, over pelvis, balanced on your feet. Fluid in your moment and your movement. Next time your feet land, let your wings open and your beaks of your hands close, and then settle the hands onto the landscape and lift and release and lift and release. You are the crane, aware of what's above you and behind you, beneath you and all around you. And then you release your hands and you take flight. Fluid breath. And perhaps you stay here with both legs together. Perhaps you let one leg lift with the wings, the other leg bend as the wings descend. Fluid breath and fluid movement. And we become the beautiful birds migrating in autumn. Floating on air, but still feeling the hold of the gravitation of Earth. And allowing the first leg to land, we float up the other side. Fluid breath. You could float to your toe, or you could float the legs skyward. But remember, we're not overworking in the shoulders. Everything's fluid. Including the breath. And we allow everything to relax down. And then palms turning up, we bend the knees and palms turn down. And we feel how we're coiling silk in the forearms. And as the knees bend, again, the heels can lift. Heart over pelvis, palate over heart. We find balance front to back. And the more comfortable we get with the movement, perhaps the slower we can go with smooth breath. And let's release. Inhaling the wings up. Exhale, let the wings circle the knees. The arms cross and we lift to one toe. The arms float up and open as we lift the leg and we float like a raptor or a phoenix on the airwaves. We relax into standing balance and release. And we inhale, arms float up, and exhale, circle the knees, floating to the next toe as the arms lift. We open the arms and float. And you may have felt how we were spiraling the arms in these motions. Fluid breath and release. Let's do each side one more time. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, we circle the knees. We lift to one toe, arms crossed. Feel the spiraling action of your arms as they open and you float the knee. Fluid, three-dimensional breath. We step down and inhale, float the arms. And exhale, cross the knees, lift to the toe, and spiral the arms open to float on the airwaves. Fluid breath. And release. Pausing in your Wuji, relaxing, sinking into earth. Today, let's honor the deer that just walked through my yard. Fluid breath. Let your antlers rise, soft fists above your head. Feel into what's above you and behind you and all around you with the sensitivity of deer. And then bring right hand to hip, step right foot back, lift left arm skyward and bow. Remember, you can stop at any height. So you could stop here and nibble on a bush, or you can lower your hand towards the floor. Weight more into the back leg, front leg as straight as is comfortable, and allow for stretching of the myofascial tissue. And even as dear, even as you're bowed towards earth, you're still aware of what's above you and behind you and all around you. And we inhale, float back up and step in. Deer standing still in the forest, relaxing the shoulders, the jaw, opening those big brown eyes on the back of our head. Step the left hand down to the hip, left foot back, reach the right antlers skyward and bow towards earth. Bending into the back leg, front leg long. In Qigong, a lot of the strengthening comes in the back leg. Coming down only as low as you can still stay with a fluid breath. We inhale back up and release our arms and pause in Wuji. Wuji is our boundaryless state where we remember to release tension. We open the pores of our skin and we breathe the chi in from all around us. Fluid, smooth, deep, even, long breaths. Now we'll become the male deer in the forest, taking our fingers into hooves. We'll take the hooves to the left, heel of our right foot to the right, and then open pinky, index finger, and thumb to trace across the sky. Bring the right elbow into your waistline, looking behind you. Stretch the left side body and take a breath. On your next inhale, trace the antlers back across the sky until they become hooves right in front of you. And then take the hooves to the right, heel to the left, and antlers across the sky. Bringing the left elbow into your side waist, right arm stretch as long as you look behind you. Fluid breath. And inhale back across the sky. Hands becoming hooves in front of you. Hooves move to the left, heel to the right, antlers trace across the sky. And we bring the right elbow into the side waist, stretching the left side body long, but relaxing around the collar, settling into being a still deer in the forest. On the next inhale. Slowly, the antlers track across the sky to hooves in front of you. Hooves move to the right, heel to the left. Trace the antlers across the sky. Reach the right side body long. Relax into stillness. And inhale, antlers back across the sky, bringing your hooves in front of you. Rest into Wuji. And feel how even the motions of crane and deer are spiraling the body, are an opportunity to pull silk. Let's place one hand, our left hand up under our armpit, our right hand up onto the top of our head, palm up. Press the palms away from each other and let them circle outward, and knees bend softly as the arms come in. And then we inhale and stretch open and exhale and come in. And we inhale and exhale. And we become the owl flying in the night sky. We are the owl with all of our senses opened and attuned. Rest into being owl and release your wings. Feet hip distance wide, outer hip distance wide. Relax into Wuji, fluid breath. And let's become the tiger. Open your paws on the earth and spiral your arms out, drawing energy up to the heart with your inhale. Exhale, pause towards the sky. Inhale, sky energy into the heart. And exhale, hands down. Spiral the arms, coil the energy into the heart, and then release. Coil energy into the heart and release. And as you become the tiger, drawing in the chi, Feel into yourself as a conduit of energy between earth and sky. Inhale the energy towards heart. Exhale it away from heart. Moving the chi. Let it spiral through your system to release tension, stress, stiffness. And this time, let yourself stand back on earth, relaxing. Wuji. Wuji means boundaryless. So we open our senses in all directions, soften the skin. I am in the chi and the chi is in me. We allow ourselves to become porous for the energy. And we become tiger, white tiger, now walking up the mountain, taking one paw back. We take the opposite leg forward. We draw claws in towards our palms, and we step in and step out. And the front leg again becomes straight and light, and the back leg is the weighted leg. That's where we build strength, fluid breath. Because in Qigong, we're moving both yin and yang energy, fluid breath. So we have resting points that are more still, cool, and we have working points that are more in motion, taking more weight, heating up. And it's here, learning the yin and yang, that we can understand the standing meditation better. Let yourself be tiger, the animal of autumn, the element of metal. Allow yourself to let go what isn't needed, to draw in the precision and perceptiveness of tiger, and draw back in and relax your hands into Wuji. And Tiger will help us understand the standing one-legged meditation better. So if you circle your arms up again, releasing the elbows like there's a weight, allow the weight to rest onto your right foot. Take the left foot lightly forward. So it is touching the ground, but the weight, it's like you're just testing ice that you think might break underneath the front foot. And you're resting the weight into the back leg, resting your arms. Now, your back leg is your right leg. Take your left arm forward just slightly. So, if you were in a martial art, you're getting ready, you're pulling back. This is the spiral that's alive, awake in the sense of active and hot. From the back leg up through the front arm, that is your yang energy. Now, relax that light leg on the floor and the arm that's closer to your body. Allow that to be the yin energy, fluid breath. Now, if we were in a martial art, we would shift forward and the yin side becomes yang. Go ahead, shift and gently punch. And then come back to the opposite. So you're practicing yang energy, back leg to front arm, yin energy, light front leg to light closer arm. But then that action can shift. Go ahead, shift and come back. Now practice the stillness, the observational stillness of being present, of being ready. This is where contending forces come in. Your arms, they try to move forward, back, side to side. They wake up. They're ready for any motion that's needed. And release to center. Feel how center feels easy now in standing meditation. And take it to weight on the left leg, right arm a little farther forward, right leg light, left arm light, fluid breath. Now wake up your contending forces. Press your arms out, but they won't move. Pull them in, but they won't move. Press them skyward, earthward. Feel how your whole circle of your arms is now awake. Press your standing leg down, lift the crown up. Breathe wide into your rib cage. Imagine someone pushing you from behind. Resist. Let that resisting energy go down into the standing foot. Feel the yang, the alive, the heat in your left leg. And now shift to the right leg. Let the left arm come forward. Pause here. Feel how now you've shifted the energy. Now it's the right arm that's quiet, the right leg quieter, and shift back. We're building strength in the yang side as it waits, as it builds breath and perception and strength. And come back to center, releasing your arms. Fluid, three-dimensional breath. Okay. Stepping your feet a little wider into a horse stance, let your knees come down. I'm going to teach you another coiling silk. This is the one I think is the hardest that we learned. So your hands come. Let's bring the left arm under the right arm so that both hands are in strong fists here, like they're holding the chi. Okay. Your legs are bent and you're twisted towards the right side with these arms down kind of close to your hip crease. And then you're going to draw the arms upward. And as they come to center, it's like you're opening a screen across your face. Okay. You're going to allow the elbows to dip and come into a little deeper horse stance. And then reach the left arm out to the left, right arm behind you. And then draw that energy back in towards center with your hands. And again, come around, twisting to the right. The arms lift. They cross, the screen opens. We come into that bending W, and then we reach for chi energy. We don't come out of balance. We come back with the chi energy and wrap the left wrist under the right. And we lift and we open the screen and we dip and we reach for the chi. And we draw it into center and wrap the wrist around and lift and open the screen and dip into the W and reach for the chi and draw it in. Wrapping it around the wrist, we lift. We open the screen. We dip the W. We reach for the chi and we come back in. Okay, now switch to the other side. Right arm wraps under left wrist. The hands are down by the hips, and then we lift them up. We open the screen, dip into the W. We reach for the chi. We draw it back into the body, and we wrap around towards the left, and we lift, and we open the screen and dip into the W and reach for the T and come in. So you reach on the opposite side. Bring the wrist around. Lift to the left. Open the screen. Dip into the W, and we reach the higher hand towards the right. The back hand still reaching for chi. We draw it into center. And we wrap the wrist and lift and open the screen and dip into the W. And we reach for the G and we draw it in and around and lift and open the screen. Dip into the W, reach for the G and draw it around and lift and open the screen and dip into the W and reach for the chi. And one more time, draw it around and lift. And let's open and release. And let's inhale earth and the sky. Let this energy move through your crown. As your hands come down, your mouth opens for the exhale. You hold the ball of chi. And we inhale, tongue touching the roof of the mouth. And we exhale. And don't forget to just for a moment hold that ball of chi before we inhale and exhale. Now rest. Left hand on your belly, right hand over left. And let that energy settle in to your abdomen. Fluid breath. Breathe into your hands. And release your arms, palms up. And one more animal today. Let's exhale, hands to the left, inhale, center, exhale, hands to the right. Remember, it's kind of expelling the air through your nostrils as you exhale. Inhale, center, exhale, side, inhale, center, exhale, side. So now we're pressing the energy a little bit. Coming back to center, place your hands on the tree and bring your hands to the heart. Place your hands on the tree next to you, other side, hands to the heart. We're going to exhale and exhale and inhale. Become the bear in the forest. Makes me think of Jory's story about running into the bears at Big Springs. You are the bear, Jory. Rest your hands on your heart. Fluid breath. Now, today we'll exhale and we'll press two beach balls down on each side, front leg and back leg. And we come up and we turn the other way and we exhale. And inhale, center, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Feel the strength of bear. Bear is the animal who has the ability to look half inward and half outward at the world. So feel into your inner landscape with half your attention and come back to center. Fluid breath. Let your hands rest on the tree to your left. Exhale. Let the hands come down towards earth. Drag your wrists up, claws second. Let them land on the tree and exhale. Hands down across the earth and inhale. Exhale. Pause. Pads on the tree. Down towards the roots. Inhale. Drag up backs of the hands and rest. Fluid motion. Let your breath do what it needs to do here. Doesn't have to match your movements, but see if you can keep both fluid and smooth. And again, remember, you don't have to bend all the way down. You could do this higher if it feels like it hurts your back. Okay. Now, next time you come up to the right, exhale, press against the tree and lean off to the left and come to center and exhale, press. And come to center and exhale, press. Now, in the press, we're going to come around to center And then drop the hands down towards the ground and come around to the left. Drag the hands up so they're resting on the tree. Press back towards the right and come to center. Press back towards the right, come to center. We won't normally do it 3 times. I just want you to get used to it and then come back to center and let your hands come down and around to the right. Drag the wrists up, hands touch the tree, press away, come back to center and down. Hands towards the left, drag wrists up, hands onto the tree, press away, come back to center and down. Hands to the right, wrists come up, press away, come back to center and down. Roll around, come up and press away. Come back to center and release. Pause for a moment in Wuji. Fluid, three-dimensional breath. Feel for the chi moving through your body, relaxing the jaw, the muscles of the face, the hands. And since we've honored so many of the animals today, let's do a little crane walking before we end the movement portion of the practice. So, standing, I'm going to show you from the side so you can see. I'm going to take my right leg forward, left arm forward, palm up, right hand back, palm up. And again, my weight is in this back leg. My front leg is just touching the toe. And then I'm going to touch the heel and slightly turn the foot out and switch. Toe, heel, turn, toe, heel, turn, toe, heel, turn. And when you get the end of your space, you can go toe, heel, and then turn the toes in instead of out to spin around. Ready? Toe, heel, turn, 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 toe, heel, turn. Fluid breath. See if even here you can move like you're pulling silk. So if you're new to class and that's enough, you can stay with this one. Those of you who've been doing this for a while, if you'd like, try touching the toe. Bring the toe back to touch the ankle or the calf, and then reach the toe out, heel, open. So it's toe. Tap in towards the leg, toe, heel, turn. Toe, tap, 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 toe, heel, turn. Keep going with whichever one you're doing. See if you can relax into being crane, walking across the wetland. Let your mind become crane. So it's not off in its human thoughts. It's right here in the motion, walking across the field. So you're either in toe, heel, turn, toe, heel, turn, or toe, tap, toe, heel, turn, toe, tap, toe, heel, turn. You may want to mix it up a little to see if you can do each one. They kind of have different qualities. And let's come back to center. And let's pause for a moment in Wuji. Let the Qigong walking settle into the body. Feel for the movement of Qi. And let's close with the cleaning of the bowl in silk coiling. So step your right foot forward and think of the direction a clock hand goes. Let your arms go clockwise and then bring the hands down and let the hands move clockwise around the inside of a bowl as you lunge slightly forward. And then they turn palms out to massage the outside of the bowl. You lunge forward for the front and roll back for the back. And again, we're not lunging so far forward that we're out of balance. We're maintaining our balance. So our step may not be very wide. Fluid breath. Smoothly moving the energy in the bowl. Finding a rhythm with your breath. Coiling the silk as smoothly as you can. Beautiful. And when you come back to center, let's shift so that now your left foot is forward and you are taking the motion counterclockwise, hands around the bowl, and then they shift. Fluid breath. And the arms aren't outstretched too far so that they're not causing any kind of pull on your upper back. Your hands are lower a little towards your hips, not overusing the arms. Qigong is about fluid, energy conserving movement, balance, and integrity in the body. So many of us start new things with big motions. So ask yourself, can the motion become a little smaller? And then do I feel more integrated? Can the chi get moved in a closer circle into my body? Yay, the red-shouldered hawks are back. I can see them. Fluid breath. And wipe the bowl clean and release again into your Wuji, palate over heart over pelvis. Pause in standing. So According to Kenneth Cohen in our last retreat gathering, 20 minutes of standing meditation is optimal. This allows us to kind of move through the body and find where we habitually hold tension, learn to release it, learn to line ourselves up, learn to relax and sink into the stance. We won't stand for 20 minutes, but I do want to begin to build our standing practice. Look for ease. Fine tune your pose towards ease. Feel for the movement of the chi. Notice where you might be tensing and blocking the chi and see if you can open the doors. And release. Okay, let's come into a restorative, relaxing position now before we close class. So you may want to bring in a blanket on the floor unless you're on carpet. I'm going to bring a block in and put my legs up on this couch. You can come into lying down with your knees over a bolster. You can put your legs up on a chair. You can come to bolster behind your back and open into a Baddha Konasana. You choose what will be relaxing for you. I was on my feet all day, a lot of yesterday, splitting wood. So having my legs up and my arms relaxed on earth sounds really good to me. So feel into your own body. What is it your unique body wants today based on what you've been doing? Some of you may want to lay with your forehead on the backs of your hands and your belly on the earth. It's totally up to you. Whatever we do, we're going to let go the contending forces now and rest into the hug of gravity and allow ourselves to sink like the acorns are currently sinking into my yard. Sink into the hug of gravity. And as you release, flow through your body, looking for the places you can let go tension. Let's begin today with the feet, relaxing each toe, feeling through the soles and the bones of the feet, relaxing into the ankles, inviting this relaxation to float down through the calves and the shins, through all the muscles and fascia into the joint of the knee, releasing the knees, relaxing the muscles of the upper leg. There are so many. Really feel into the backs of your legs, relaxing them. the inner thighs, the upper thighs, and the outer leg up into the buttocks and hips. Relaxing the pelvic floor and into the pelvis itself. Releasing tension in the belly, the whole of the abdomen. Feeling for the diaphragm relaxing up under the lungs on the exhales. Relaxing the muscles of the chest and the rib cage and the spine. Relaxing each finger. Releasing the palms, wrists. Notice if there's energy in your hands. Release the forearms, the elbows, the upper arm, and the shoulders. Breathing into the heart center, relax the heart center on the exhale. Relax the lungs, the neck, jaw, and the tongue. Muscles of the face, the skull, the eyes. For the next few moments, see if you can practice sinking into the hug of gravity, letting go. They draw energy back into fingers and toes. And as you do, see if you can still relax into the hug of gravity. And then as you're ready, lift your limbs and shake them gently. If you want to stay in Shavasana longer, that's always fine. If you need to wake back up for your day, gently shake. And then let's slowly come out of our restorative and up together in a comfortable seat. Come back to your breath where we started class. Long, smooth, deep, and even breaths. Notice if the breath is smooth. Either way is okay. We're just noticing. Let's inhale our hands to our hearts. May the smoothness of practicing pulling silk move into the rest of our days this week. May our days flow smoothly. Namaste. Thank you for your practice. You're welcome. How did that feel?